Hi, welcome back, it's Susan. I made this card the other day and I thought I'd make another version of it with you. I'm going to do a 6x6 card this time. I've already run through with the embossing mat this die. I could never ever cut it out properly. I've had it years and I thought I'll just emboss it. So I have. These are the dies I've used today. A pennant banner, a ho-ho-ho, and the tassel die set. This is the image we're going to use, the Gnome Santa. So I've cut out my elements ready. And we're going to stamp that Santa into the centre of the pennant banner die. Because I've decided I'm going to use the heat embossing, that's just a bit of anti-static powder. And using VersaFine Clay in the Nocturne to stamp him out. VersaFine Clay is a slow drying ink, so it's ideal for embossing. I'm giving him 2 inkings. And popping the clear embossing powder on. That's just a Paper Mania one. And heating the image up. So I've chosen some colours. I'm going to put the darker red on his hat for the shading. And then going through with the lighter red, covering over the darker to blend. I've had this stamp set quite a long time and I can't remember where I got it from. It might have been eBay, I can't remember. One thing with any tutorial, say if I've seen a tutorial and I think I'll have a go, but I haven't got their supplies, I just have a look through my stash, see what I've got, see what I can adapt to make it my own. And that's what I'm encouraging all you people to do. Just have a look. You don't have to have the same supplies as I've got. I'm sure you've got something that you could adapt it to. Just putting a flesh colour on his nose and cheeks. And I want to ground him. So I've just got a grey. I don't want it to be too dark, but just enough to highlight that he's stood on the ground. So I've already cut out these elements. The Ho 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 is a Cat Loves Crafts die. I think it's a lovely font. And I've just cut it out twice in white and then once again in the silver mirror card. Doing it like this, it makes the piece quite substantial. And especially with the mirror card on top as well. Now this tassel die set I've got, that's from the Greetery. It's the small tassel die set. I just love this tassel. I've got to say, I'm over the moon with this tassel. So all I'm doing is I've cut it out twice in white and then once again in the mirror card. I've put the darker red onto one of the sections and I'm just going to build it up with the different colours. So on this card I've decided I'm going to have the red on top, but I want that silver hanging at the back, so it's sort of doing a sandwich. And I'm only gluing that top part of it so that the tassels have got some free movement. And I've cut that little die out with silver to have as the tie. Now, I've found out in my stash this eyelet die set. I've tried to look where I've got it from. I can't find it one little bit. So if any of you have this die set, I'd be grateful if you'd let me know, because I forget everything, where I've bought things from. I'm terrible. Now, I'm just using that last piece of the tassel to colour one of the fringes, and I'm going to use that as a tie up to the pennant. So it's going to look like that when it's done. So just a tiny bit of glue on the back. It is a bit fiddly. And that's how it's going to look. So I want that so that it's hanging off the top of the pennant, and that's where these little eyelet comes in. So I've managed to poke one out. And I'm going to glue that onto that top of the red piece. And then just the white piece onto the top of the pennant. And you can see that it makes, I love it. I can't tell you, I'm so pleased with this card. I'm going to put some foam tape on the back just to elevate it. This is a kind of card that you can batch make for your Christmas cards. Popping a little foam tape on that tassel as well, just at the top. Now there's just the ho-ho-ho to glue down. And pop it onto the base card. Around the outer of the snowflake die, I just went round with the alcohol marker in the deeper red to tie everything together. I hope you've liked the tutorial. Like and subscribe, and I will see you again very soon.